10. Some people argue that there should be common punishment for committing a certain crime for all criminals who carry it out. On the other hand, others suggest that the conditions under which the criminal commits a crime should be taken into consideration before deciding the punishment. How far do you agree or disagree with the argument presented? Crime and punishment has been a raging debate since the early days of mankind. And to easily resolve the issue would be to attempt a difficult task. The idea that there should be a common and fixed punishment for a crime for all criminals who carry it out may seem reasonable, but I opine against it. All criminals who commit a certain crime have very different backgrounds, reasons and methodologies. It is impossible that the extent of cruelty inflicted on the victim in one instance is exactly the same as in another. The history of the criminal, his or her motives, and the way in which the crime is executed have to be taken into account at all times to able to decide the quantum of punishment. In the absence of this, severe injustice may be done to some criminals while others may be let off lightly. Next, is there ever a possibility of deciding the certainty of a crime in the first place? For example, are all murders or all robberies equal? When we cannot come to decide the fixed definition of all murders or all robberies equal. When we cannot come to decide the fixed definition of a murder, a robbery, and so on. How is it possible to come to a punishment suitable for all instances of the same? On the other hand, giving a fixed, common punishment for a crime to all the criminals who are found guilty of it could be useful in reducing the judicial hours spent on a case hearing. Also, when the punishment is not same for all, it gives a lot of room to the lawyers to get a reduced sentence for their client. So, when this possibility does not exist, such malpractice shall cease to exist as well. In the conclusion, I opine that though the fixed, common punishment for a certain crime looks simpler in practice, we should not implement it at all in view of the reasons given above. For more information, visit www.IELTScab.com or Cambridge Institute of IELTS.